Hey guys, Chris the Midwest Bass Hunter here, and today I want to show you how to tie one of my favorite knots called the Palomar knot. It's a super strong knot and it's also pretty easy to tie. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Now if you'd like to get more fishing tips and tricks, more lure and gear reviews, and more fishing videos, make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit that little bell. That way you don't miss anything, that little notification bell. So today we're going to teach you how to tie this knot with okay, I got this paracord stuff, so you'll be able to see it real easy. It's kind of like a rope material. And then I'm also going to show you how to tie it with some braided fishing line, so you can see it real easy with this, and then also kind of see what it looks like with fishing a line. All right, so I'm going to use this key ring right here, and that's going to simulate my lure. And like I said, this here paracord will be my line. Hopefully you'll be able to see it real well. Okay, so first thing you're going to do, take your line, feed it through the loop on your lure, or the D-ring, or split ring, whatever you want to call it. Then just feed it back through. So you're going to have a loop just like that. Now, if you don't want to do that, and depending on your lure, you can just start with one of these. Take your line, fold it in half, send it through there. Okay, so then what you're going to do, you got this tag end and the main line in your well, in my left hand is how I'm doing it, but I got it in my hand. I'll take and tie that, or I'll put this over the top just like I'm tying a square knot. Then I'll take that loop, pull it through there, and now I have this overhand square knot on my finger. Now the loop goes around the lure. So you pull that around the lure, and now you've got your knot. Now, all you need to do is tighten it up. Now, there's a couple things you can do here. You want to always lubricate your knot. So I won't do it in this video, but usually when I'm using fishing line, I'll just spit on the fishing line or get it, just put the line in my mouth, get it moist. If it's just wet, it will work just fine. I'm not going to do that for this because it doesn't need it. One of the things you got to worry about when you pull this tight, this loop will go to, you want this loop at the base of the knot. Now, what it sometimes wants to do is flip over to the top of the knot like this. And you can pull it tight and you might think you have it tied, and if that happens, you have a real good chance of your knot breaking. So you got to make sure that that loop stays at the base of the knot, around the bottom of the knot. So if it does start to pop up, I just kind of put my thumb there to kind of pull it in. But it's not going to do that on this because it's kind of hard to tighten it up anyways with this rope. But that's kind of what that knot looks like, and that's it. That's all it takes. Now obviously this one didn't get tightened very well because it's this rope. It doesn't tighten. But it's a pretty simple knot, and it's super strong. And it just works really good. It's easy to do. So now I'm going to show it to you with some real fishing line. And I've got this big old giant worm hook, wide gap hook. And this is something you might use for, like, if you're flipping and putting a big creature bait through a big mat or something. It'd be a good hook, big strong hook to use. I've got some 50-pound braided line right here. And I'm basically using this in the video because it is a good line to see. You can see it real good in the video. But also, this is a really excellent knot for braided line. In fact, most companies that make braid, they'll recommend this knot as the knot to use. So, I've got this big old hook. I'll run it through the eyelet. I'll run it back through. Just like that. Now, like I showed you earlier, what I like to do, and the only time I don't do this is if it's a really small lure, I'll just make a loop like this. And then I'll run that, kind of fold that over, and run that through the hook, through the loop. Now I'm good to go. Now, you make that square knot, pull your loop through, pull it tight on your finger just like that. So now you just basically have a square knot on your finger. Now you're going to run this loop over your bait, over your lure. Whoops, I missed. Just like that. and you're going to pull it tight. Now, like I said earlier, you're going to want to lubricate this. I don't think I need to do that for this video. You're just going to pull that tight. Now, you got to make sure, like I said, that the loop does not go to the top of the knot. It cannot go to the top of the knot. If it goes to the top of the knot, it will cut the line. The other thing with this, like this is opened on this hook. So you got to kind of make sure that you don't get it in there. It'll get caught up or whatever. So I'll pull it tight. Now, that loop is going to want to flip over to the top of the bait, or the top of the knot. So you just kind of, when I get close, I just kind of pull it slowly. And then I'll use my thumb or finger to keep it down when I tighten it up. And if it does go over, you can just flip it down as long as you haven't tightened it all the way. If you tighten it all the way and it's over the top, then you've got to cut it off and start over. But it's pretty easy to just kind of snug it up slowly. Then you just pull it tight and you're good to go. That's the Palomar knot. Super easy to tie, super strong. Once you get the hang of it, no problem. And it works good in most applications. So thanks so much for watching today. I appreciate it. Make sure, like I said, if you want more fishing tips and tricks, gear reviews, lure reviews, and just fishing content, make sure you subscribe to my channel. And thanks for watching. Have a great day.